Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining me for Stress Management for Peers. My name is Billy Carroll. I am a certified peer recovery specialist, in addition to also being a certified yoga, meditation, and Ayurveda teacher. And I specialize in mental behavioral health and substance use disorders. Um, and this training is primarily for peer support specialists. You do not have to be a certified peer, but for people that are providing services to other peers, that's what this course was created for. Um, we're going to take a moment and we're just going to come into the space together. So, what I'm going to invite you to do is just to find whatever feels like the most comfortable seat for you, wherever you are. And if you can mute yourself, I would appreciate that. And then just allow your body to settle. And then together, we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and slowly and softly let it go through the mouth. And if you would like, you can take a couple more of those on your own, breathing in the present moment, letting go of whatever else happened before you got here. And then, as a way of kind of checking in, I'm going to invite you to take a look inside of what's going on inside you today. I call it the internal landscape. Emotions, thoughts. We're not going to talk about words or feelings per se. If there is a color or an image that comes to you as you look inside, I'm going to invite you to bring that with you as we all come back into the space. Whenever you're ready, just come back in. And we'll go around, and this is our introduction and icebreaker. We'll go around and just introduce yourself. If you want to name the company or organization you're with, that's great too. And then if anything came up for you, so for some people it doesn't. So if it came up for you and you want to share it with the group, feel free to do so. So I'll go ahead and start. So my name is Billy, and I'm with Heart Wellness Recovery. And what came up for me was the color purple. So thank you guys so much for sharing all of that. It's good to be with you today. So let's get to the slides. So, and you will get a copy of these slides. So this is stress management for peers. And on anything I do and any training I do, I always put this quote. Marjorie Williams was a mentor of mine. And she used to say to me all the time, Billy, you cannot give from your sustenance. You can only give from your abundance. And I found in the peer recovery community that that's a really important thing to try to remember and keep at the forefront of our minds. In many of these trainings, I see people go, oh, I can teach such and such to do this. And what I'm going to suggest you do, and I'm going to say this throughout the training, is that you practice these for yourself first, and then share with those that that you serve. Right. So making sure that your own cup is full, and then sharing these with others. All right. So that's why it says take care of yourself. All right. So let's get started. Stress. We're here to talk about stress. Now, can anybody give me a definition of stress? Frustration, that's good. Pissed off, yeah, that's also good. Pressure, very good, good. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go with the definition of pressure. So a lot of people have this idea that that stress is, being like the woman in these slides, just all frazzled. But stress may not be just what she's experiencing. All right. So my next question is, can stress be beneficial? No, yes, no, maybe. All right. So people often think of stress as I said of this woman here, but stress is also something that helps us grow. What happens in our society and other societies as well is that we have too much stress, right? So the image I like to think of, if you've ever seen or had a diamond, diamonds are formed under stress. It's the right amount of pressure over the right amount of time. So if you think about it, sometimes when you feel a little bit of pressure, it can cause you to grow and get out of your comfort zone. And then other times it just makes you want to pull your hair out like she's doing, right? So stress can be beneficial. And so we don't want to get rid of all of our stress, right? We just we want to learn how to manage the stress that we're dealing with. Excuse me. And I know for many peer recovery specialist, it's more like toxic stress than it is just the regular everyday stress of picking up the kids and things of that nature. So we're going to go through some techniques and we're going to go through some practices to help you de-stress when you start to go into that red zone. All right. So a little bit about the way the rest of this is going to go. I'm going to offer you some suggestions and some practices. And then I'm going to have you go into breakout rooms and I want you to teach each other. Okay? My experience has been that when people teach each other, they have a tendency to retain it better. As much as I would like to say, like I did at the beginning, learn for yourself and then teach others, that doesn't seem to be the way it works for a lot of people. So we're going to move on to our first practice, and then we'll go into breakout rooms, and you'll have an opportunity to take care of learning this for others, learning this for yourself. All right, so let's go. There we go. I'm having trouble with my computer for right now. All right. All right. So